Alright, so for those of you just tuning in, we're about to do something a little different today. We're about to do a 2v6 on the map Black Forest. So me and one of my very active viewers and very skilled players, Shade, is going to be teaming up with me, and we're going to be fighting 6 of the lower rated viewers from the stream. This is kind of my way of trying to mix up the amount, like the types of content that I do for my channel as well, as trying to address the problem of these low-rated player matches, which is that chances are, if you're like 1600 and below rating in that general range, their skill levels tend to vary immensely. So it's really hard to do like fair teams if we didn't do something like this. So I don't anticipate Shade and I doing that well, but this should be, I guess, a sort of interesting way of mixing things up a bit, because I guess it doesn't matter as much if the enemy team has like radically different skill levels, because they're all on the same team. So this is in theory balanceable, depending on who my teammate is and whatnot. So anyway, this should be pretty interesting. I don't anticipate us doing that well, but we might have a chance. I have most certainly won 2v6s before, but this is the first time I've ever done it on stream, so my attention is, of course, divided between reading the Twitch chat, talking, and playing, so that should make it a little extra difficult, but try to put on my try-hard pants, and we will see if we can somehow pull this out of our butts today. Yes, welcome to the stream, everybody. It's been a while. My internet has been not so stable. Yeah, Shade's gonna be playing as the Teutons, I'm gonna be playing as the Persians, and we'll see how this goes. In theory, after doing like 1 or 2 of these, I'll figure out some way to make the matches, I guess, a little more fair. Okay, so that's L. Maybe a higher population is required than 300, perhaps some other handicap or something like that. I don't know. There are ways of making this fair, which is also why I like to do my little my AI map for the lower rated players. Also in this case, is since I know that I'm at a huge disadvantage right off the bat, I can actually play seriously at the start instead of just spending 90 minutes essentially being AFK due to horrendously imbalanced teams. So, and then I have to find out that I actually have to play super seriously because teams are stacked against me, etc. You know, like those matches tend to be terrible. My villager's a female today. Interesting. Yeah, I don't anticipate Shade and I doing well here. This is more of a for fun dealio. If you're looking for, I guess, more serious matches, then obviously we'll be trying our best, but I'm not anticipating success here. And as long as our opponents are nice and they agree not to cheese us, then we might have a shot. You never know. I'm assuming they're going to win, though. I don't have any delusions in that regard. Might have to shift it to a 3v5. I'm not sure. But I want to try and get everybody involved in these matches. Now, of course, we can also do things like play custom scenarios with lower rated players. You know, we got options. Okay, I should probably wall up fairly early, I think. The odds are most certainly in their favor, of course, but this will be interesting. Especially considering that the enemy team has 2 like pretty decent players who are really okay, if I wanted Shade and I to have a chance, probably would have denied those 2 entry in here. Laxatory and Pete are well above their skill bracket, I suppose. So you know, that's definitely gonna make this match a lot harder. We'll see. Who knows? Really, the only way that we feasibly have a shot at this is just basically by out-booming them, and then we get to the Imperial Age, we have a fully boomed eco much sooner, and then we can basically just blitzkrieg them right off the bat. That's really the only way that we have a chance. If we did something like Arabia, it'd be really hard, because if we try to do like a feudal war, you know, we'd all be on like relatively equal footing with these guys, and even though their micro is most certainly like worse than ours, and you know, they might be behind like 1 or 2 villagers due to just you know, like eco mismanagement, you know, like the enemies that we're not rushing, because we can't possibly rush all of them and expect to do any reasonable damage. We'll go to the fast cast, you know, the fast cast stage. They'll get a stronger eco than us and then ruin our day. The only way we could possibly win is if we get like an eco and like pop advantage, basically, just by playing more efficiently. We have a chance. We have a chance. Most of these guys on the enemy team, I guess, are relatively, I guess, inexperienced, but Laxatory and Pete are leagues above their colleagues, I suppose. Keep an eye on that door. And of course, as part of my ongoing quest to improve the variety of content that I bring to my channel, let me know what your favorite video of mine is on my channel. I'm very, very curious. I also want to know what you guys think of that Skype call video I recently uploaded. Is that the kind of stuff that you like? Or do you prefer the more solo commentary style deal rather than the, I guess the casual Skype call mumbo jumbo? But yeah, let me know. Leave me a comment or something, or let me know in the Twitch chat, and I will, whenever I get the chance, I will browse that. Now, of course, during these matches, I am still trying to play somewhat competently, so I will not be reading the Twitch chats as much as I'd like to, but if there's a lull in the action or between games, if you have any questions for me, by all means ask me. And I will try to answer it during this game, I just might be preoccupied. A little bit of delay. I think I'm not used to. Alright, not bad. I'll drop that on there and start working on the gold. Okay, he's I'll let him wall that. Down gold mine. 2 on that. Skype call was quite cool. Nice to hear what you were discussing. Yeah, most of the time when I'm in Skype with friends or Twitch mods or whatever, we're just like kind of trolling. But if you guys like that kind of stuff, I mean, let me know. I'm always interested to hear what people's favorite videos are, because people always tell me different things, you know. And try to appeal to everybody. Like, some people really like the, you know, when I did that Smosh Blood thing. Some people like it when I do these crazy like matches where I'm like at a huge disadvantage, like that Turks Fast Imperial Age one where I essentially had to 1v4 the entire game. That was one hell of a struggle. Some people like that junk. Some people like my 1v1s. Some people like my my expert game commentaries. You know, I'm always curious. Do 3 boars over there, although he did wall off one of mine, which I kind of wanted. Not gonna lie. Now this woman over here can help me building a mill. Let's see, you're kind of low. Alright, you guys can go over there, except for you, you don't have full HP. Which means I'm going to take one of these guys, set over here. I'm going to wall this off. Should be almost finished with that mill. Not bad. Right, exactly. See, the thing is that, as Atreides has mentioned, if our teammates decide to cheese us with the scout or whatever, or they try to all forward us, we would have no chance. Another reason why I pick Black Forest is it's a little harder to cheese on, but, you know, if I'm and you guys like this, where me and one of the better players from the stream get together and we try and take on, you know, a ridiculous challenge like this, then, you know, we're gonna have to, you know, do an honor pledge here where if you want to be a part of the... Oh, there's the guy, okay. If you want to be a part of this match, no laming, please. Because if they wanted, you know, they could all very easily just send in their scouts, right, and just ruin my day. They could very easily do that. And there's really not much that Shade and I could do about that if they all decided to rush or forward us. Even, you know, even if they're sloppy, like, we would only be able to really have the advantage in the late game, around the time we hit the Imperial Age. It's really the only time we would have a feasible chance. Now, hopefully I have enough food off all of this total, but I don't think so. Maybe. Yeah, I do, okay. Whew. Crisis averted. A little bit of idle time there, more than I want. I'm going to do the chat more to the right. I'll do that after this game. Can't do that in the middle of this game. Yeah, but I mean, it's not too hard to be like, Whoa, alright everybody. Team, send all scouts to Resonance and make him cry. Shouldn't take that much coordination. All they need to do is just all send their scouts and it's like, oh, GG. I don't think that's true, Victorious. I've done a wide variety of stuff. In fact, I just uploaded a 1v1 Arabia. I mean, you could argue that from zero you do learn more strategies, but I think that's grossly misrepresenting the amount of stuff that I do on my channel. I do a bit of everything. All of these bills are... No! Do not split between the deer. I'm on to you. I'm on to you. Why would I not build a mill? Like, it's impossible to use your scout to, like, lure deer to the town center when there's a huge amount of delay, and why would I try to lure these boars? They would never make it to my TC in time. They would either lose aggro or I'd lose a villager. And when, you know, my attention is divided between, you know, trying to read the Twitch chat, talking, and playing, the last thing I want to do is lose a vill to a micro mistake. Ain't worth the risk. Ain't worth the risk. Obviously, trading 100 wood for several hundred food in this case is more than worthwhile, so that's why I build all these extra mills. This will be a tough match. Again, it's all about trying to, like, be efficient, you know, and I want to minimize the amount of time my villagers have to walk from point A to point B. I could just harvest from these boar right here without a mill, but when you think about it, I'm making a trade here of 100 wood for, like, maybe it's like 900 food. So, it's a good trade, it's a good trade. And, of course, they shouldn't be doing, That's also not true, Victorious. That is also not true in the slightest. I can do plenty of things, and you would know if you watched some of the stuff that I've done. It's just booming is my comfort zone. It's what I like to do. Especially in a situation like this where I'm at a massive disadvantage. It's most certainly to my benefit to do that. Alright, so after this vill is done, I'm going to go for Castle Age. Castle Age is going to be a bit delayed, but that's fine because my eco is really good. And hopefully off of this I can do some interesting mumbo jumbo. Now, I'm going to put down Stone Mine, so we have to start walling. And I'm also going to need a lot of stone for TCs. I'll try and boom off this and kill these guys in the Imperial Age. This is most certainly doable. This is going to be really hard. I really don't want to open this wall. It's like opening Pandora's box. I don't want to know what's on the other side. And again, in the early game, I am no more powerful than any of these guys. I gotta kind of get stronger than them. Yes, rest my noble paladins. It's just my favorite strategy, but I can do plenty of other things. Plenty of other things. And I do plenty of other strategies. It's just that booming is my specialty, I guess. It's my comfort zone. It's what I like to do. But, not necessarily a one-trick pony, I guess. Really do want that other boar, though. Can't have nice things, though. Horse collar. You're gonna be making a lot of farms. What's the status on this wall? Not bad, not bad. I really can't tell the Victorious. Because I get tons of serious comments all the time, that say the exact same junk. So I'm just so, you know, like, I'm very jaded, I guess, you know. But that makes me feel better. I just get so many serious comments like that, where it's like, wow, you can only do one thing, or, you know, etc., etc., or, God, you're so bad, you know, like, I hate you. But, you know, needless to say, I get, like, the vast majority of the comments that I get are really, really swell. And I love reading them. It's like the favorite part of my day. I'm not quite like waking up. It seems weird, but it really is fun knowing that I can wake up in the morning and just read YouTube comments. It's a good way to start the day. I mean, I don't think you could say that really about most people's channels. I mean, I feel like most people would honestly rather kill themselves than read their YouTube comments. Okay, he's gonna win that fight, yeah. His YouTube comments are typically like a cesspool. They're like, so bad. But I am very, very blessed in that the vast majority of my viewer base, maybe like 99.9% of you guys, are like kick-ass and hilarious. And I love reading everybody's comments and everyone's feedback. But of course, the most important thing you can do for me is to let me know what kind of junk that you like on my channel. That way I can deliver more similar content, I guess. Because I'm pretty flexible. I mean, I love Aoe2, I'm just playing Aoe2, but what I do in Aoe2 doesn't make a difference to me that much. It does to a degree, but, you know, Aoe2 is Aoe2, and I just love playing this game, so I'd be kind of satisfied. I don't mind doing, you know, scenarios, different types of maps, water maps, whatever floats your boat. If you have any crazy ideas, you want to see Wonder Race or something for whatever reason. I don't think Wonder Race is particularly exciting, though. It's really just a booming contest, and yeah. Yeah, pikes are good again. Yeah, pikes are good against boats. It's because, like, boats, they're, like, classified as, camels, or you could look at it the other way, is that, like, boats have, like, camel armor, or whatever the hell. It's stupid. Little things with AoE2. This game actually has, like, surprisingly detailed and yet useless tooltips. It's kind of an interesting way to look at it. Is that we've got stuff, you know, like, the tooltips are really detailed. They do tell you, like, attack bonuses, but then they leave out a bunch of them. Like, I don't know how many of you guys know this, but, Eagle Warriors actually have an attack bonus versus, like, cavalry, but it's not a super significant bonus, so you shouldn't be using Eagle Warriors to counter knights, but it does exist, and it's not listed in the tooltip. And pikes do beat boats, but that'll never be relevant, but the more you know. Except in that one slop speed. I would worry about the attacks, except I'm already walled up, William Longsword, and I should be able to defend this. Really, my hope here is that I outboom these guys, and it really sucks I'm right next to Laxatory. I was hoping that I would be next to somebody, I guess, less experienced. That way I could just blitzkrieg them and make them disappear. For my next trick, I will make you a health bar. Disappear. However, I assume he's going to put up a relatively decent fight. If I do more of these in the future, I'll probably have to exercise a bit of scrutiny with who I let into these matches. If we wanted to continue doing a 2v6, I'd probably have to, you know, put Laxatory and Pete in the, like, experienced player matches for the stream, and basically not let them do this, because they're most certainly better than their peers, and it might skew the skew this match a little bit. Might make it, like, harder to win than it ought to be. Oh wow, I still have a Vil over there. Blasphemy. Okay, well. Let's see. My base... His base layout's terrible. I got like this little blob over here that's got all my golden crap in it. I need wheelbarrow. Yeah. So... got a monastery. Got a bunch of idols over here. You can send these guys. Build that TC. Let's farm. Let's see. That's bad. Yeah, 3v5 is probably more doable. This is the first time I've ever done this on stream, and obviously I play much better when I'm not on stream, but this might be doable, although we're probably overdoing it, and we might just swap to a 3v5, or I would have to, I guess, make the rating cutoff be like 1650 for our opponents, because Pete is most certainly a very good player, so we gotta keep our eyes peeled. I've won plenty of 1v3s, it's just an issue that, you know, like Pete and Laxatory are far better than their peers, so we do have to watch for that. Okay, well, I'm gonna drop that off. Some farms. I should only send one good land to enough wood. Okay, so we can just try to boom off this and see where life takes us. Should be able to outboom really most of these guys, although, again, Pete is very proficient at booming. Laxatori is most certainly a, like, Arabia player, though. He doesn't really boom that often, but Pete knows how to boom, so... Again, he's most certainly, like, Pete should not be in this match, I guess, because right now we're kind of, like, doing a 2v2 against these two would be, like, already a decent challenge. We'd probably win, but, I mean, it's already a decent challenge in itself. So we'll probably have to exercise a bit of scrutiny, I think, for future ones. Some more farms. Okay, that one's done. That relic. It's named after laxatives. Yes, my friends have made that joke before. But yes, I was wondering that too initially. No, it's not. I believe his, actually, I have no idea where he got the name Laxatory from. You can ask him. Maybe he knows. Okay, well, I've got like a ton of TCs out, and Super Life takes us at this point. There's gonna be a struggle. I can already tell. I'm not expecting to win this. This is just a sort of fun style deal. Perhaps future matches of this will be winnable, but not really feeling this one. I think this one's gonna be hard as hell. We'll see how well we do. Maybe we can kill one of them. Yeah, Shade's prepping to imp right now. Who knows? We might be able to blitzkrieg and surprise somebody. Let's see. My base layout makes me very sad. Why is all this stuff, like, in the middle of nowhere? I demand to know! Alright, and I should be prepping to imp, like, ASAP, I think. I already have my 2 buildings, I just don't have, oh, he also has a mega now? Interesting. I don't have the food right now, but I should be able to buy a bunch. I'm gonna have my eco more set up for warfare rather than advancing right now. I need certainly more food. Okay, should be good to go from this TC. Solid. Right now, we'll just keep pumping bills out. I'm gonna need to get mining upgrades now, if I could ever afford them. Let's see. Should get wheelbarrow. I mean, hand carts. Should have gotten it a lot sooner, but I didn't have any money for it initially. I probably could have just bought it at the market, though. Probably would have been better. What's going on? Double mangonels. You okay? Let's see, he is the what? Byzantines. Interesting. Byzantines, eh? Shades up to imp. Ballistics. We're gonna need a shitload of villagers if we want to last 10 seconds in this game. Alright, touche, sir, touche. 3 of them, eh? Okay, let's see how it is. Now I need more wood. Curses! Wood again. That's why we can't have nice things. Maybe, some of that saw action. And chemistry, please. Okay, not bad. Be able to get conscription, not bad. Start working on. Oh yeah, I never did get those mining upgrades. Damn it! Foiled again. Okay. Don't think he has anything behind that, and hopefully Shade can do some fun shit over there. We will see. Gotta wait for chemistry though, which kinda sucks. I prefer to push out a lot sooner, but I want to be conservative here, and I don't think he has anything. And I don't think giving him a few extra seconds will matter, but it might. You never know. Chemistry takes forever. What the hell? Just, you'll farm that far. Oh wait, which farmer was that one for? That farm, I think, right? The archer armor. Chemistry, yes! Go, 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 bombard cannons! It is time. What's he doing? Pressure is on. Yes, it begins, and apparently I made a cavalry archer. Apparently. I got no room to build as per usual. Oh, let's send the cavalry archer in for scouting. Of course, that's why I built that. Duh. Of course. We'll see if we can, maybe up the unit variety a bit. See where life takes us. Don't really need town patrol, although what I do apparently need is a shitload more lumberjacks. Because I'm still running out of that wood. Let's see, Swindler has advanced. Okay. Not a problem. Get this. And it's time! Duel! Alright, you're about to take a dicking, sir. Begins. And of course, I do kind of want to back this up with a teeny bit of trash. He's the Byzantines, so, you know, coming in with halbs is not always optimal per se. But, you know, they're meat shields. Hopefully Shade doesn't need any specific help over on his side, but if he does, I will get an archer range over there. I'll start working on getting knights out as well, I think. You know, chances are, if they're not prepared for knights, then you know, if I get some fully upgraded paladins, I can do some serious damage. Let's see. This. What's going on? Exactly. Aha. Hopefully, I can kill some of those in time, but should be able to. Even with this lag, might be able to. Move up, man, move up. It's time. I need to kill that knight. The struggle. Alright, maybe I can also get a hand cannoneer into his economy. Should cause him some headache. Perhaps. Okay, now I'm out of gold. Put a castle over here. I think I need to start working on a trade line. See, yeah, this is the only way we have a chance, is via blitzkrieg. If this was Arabia, we would have no chance, but it looks like we are blitzkrieging quite well. Good job, Senor Shade. Good work. Maybe I could just throw in light calves. They're cheaper. Don't think I really have the... Okay, now I have way too much wood. The struggle is always so real. Alright. Adjusting the eco. Yeah. It's always so hot. How's the blitzkrieg going? Get some bikes over there, I guess. Doesn't that nothing makes a big difference? Probably start moving the line forward. Keep pressuring him. How's this going? Seems to be going quite well. There are quite a few pikes on this side, so hand cannoneers will help him with bits. I think that's the idea. I do want to get a trade line out sometime before the end of this year. Would kind of be nice. Okay. Get this. Start working on hussars. I might be able to do some raiding with that. Get some guys into his economy. Right now I've got a sort of slow push going, but I could probably snowball this a little bit if I add in horses. So, one of these would be my 3s. But yeah, we got trash, we've got gunpowder. It's my style game. How's this going over here? I expect some of the momentum to start swinging in the enemy favor a teeny bit. After we do the initial damage, expect to make a bit of a comeback. But hopefully we can utilize... Oh, whoops, I changed all those hotkeys to 1. I should go to 5s. You guys... should do one of those. Alright, how is this going? Swimmingly. Not bad, not bad. So now I should be able to start getting some cavalry into their back line a little bit. And, really start moving in here. This is my base now. He put up a good fight, he really did. Okay, let's see. Upgrades. Really, yeah, it's just time to sort of steamroll through his entire base. This should really set him back quite a bit. Maybe I can send some of these cavalry into someone else's base. See how that goes. Hello, Heartbreath. Hey, it's fine, man. Sorry if I've missed some of your guys' questions, by the way. If I miss your question, I guess try to wait towards the end of this match. You don't have to try, I guess, and focus so much. Oh, what? Why are these guys going the other way? Damn you, unit pathing. You're dead to me. Turn around, heathens. El Haxatori resigned. Aha. 1 down, I guess. GG, man. You tried. You put up a damn good fight. That's 1 down. Now what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to start, like, sending a bunch of these guys to go mine all of his gold. While I try and shift my eco over a bit. Now, I'm still floating way too much wood, so shift those mills into other things. This mine is a little oversaturated, so just move the dudes over here. Alright, start moving the line forward a bit more. Sell some resources. How's the progress going over here? Bed. Oh yeah, now we move in. It begins. Yeah, no, I agree. He most certainly resigned too early. Don't don't need to get those guys over there. I think I've killed most of his junk. Yeah, he probably could have tried to build back in the corner and stalled and took advantage of their pop advantage. But he opted to call it game. It's fine. It's good for us, I guess, right? We're doing better than I thought. Normally I spend a lot more time, I guess, focusing on answering Twitch questions when I play, which tends to massively detract from my, I guess, level of play. So, I guess let me know if you guys would prefer that I focus more on the Twitch chat or on my gameplay. Let me know, because again, I'm flexible. I'm down to play seriously. I'm also down to play casually and just read the Twitch chat, answer questions, but, you know, I'll be most certainly doing that between matches a little bit more. How's this going? Not bad. Should be able to move some archer ranges in here, and I'll start moving this line forward, I think. I think we're good to go. I just want to try and establish a foothold into his base, and then we're good to go, basically, which I've already done. And he has left me all these delicious resources, which is fantastic. So I'm going to go eat these up. Now, I'm sure I've got a massive amount of idols somewhere in the base. You can go back to chopping that wood. Probably can just send those guys over there. Can build a farm. Not too bad. So yeah, now I'm just moving the line forward a bit. Start throwing up some infrastructure over here. So again, the spawn price faster. I think, I need more bombards. Alright, let's do this. Blow it down your wall. I'm coming in. I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow this wall down. Let's do this. What's going on over here, exactly? Yeah, so he does need my hand cannoneer support. It looks like Shade is aptly recognizing that, he's gonna need that, hand cannoneer, so he's making some of his own. Oh! Swindler's still there. Interesting. I'll make a couple hand cannoneers. Hold on. We're actually doing way better than I thought we would do. Damn, alright.